What's happening? What's up? What up? What's up? What? Bleh, bleh. What's up? Welcome to the show. It's Audibly Fat. How's everybody doing? Chilling. How was your holiday? I've had a little hiatus. Haven't talked to you guys since, what was it? I don't know. A couple days before Christmas, I think. Yeah, before Christmas, that week. So it's been about 2 weeks since I've recorded. How was your Christmas? Was it great? Was everything you hoped for? Did Santa come? Did he come down the tree? Did he get you what you wanted? My mother-in-law was here for 36 hours, so that was all right. But the rest, the rest of it, Christmas is just the shit. New Year's, fell asleep. I happened to wake up at 11:40. Me and my wife fell asleep on the couch, and I woke up at just before midnight, woke her up, kissed her, and then we went back to bed. Back to sleeping on the couch. How was our New Year's? Pretty uneventful. Don't go out on New Year's. It's amateur shit. Just chill out. 2022 is here. Today is January 10th. I'm recording from Colorado. We finally got snow. I think the last time I recorded... Yeah, that's right. It was Christmas week, so it was still summertime. Winter finally showed up. It finally showed up in my first house that I bought. First snow in the first house. It was nice. What's going on with y'all? What's going on? What's been going on in the world the last couple of weeks? Didn't Betty White die? It seems like everybody and their mom has Omicron. Everybody who's vaccinated is getting it. I think, what else has happened the last few weeks? Didn't Ghislaine she gets sentenced, right? Or not sentenced, but at least convicted. And that's going to go nowhere. Big nothing burger. What else is going on? Everybody says hospitals are collapsing and, they can't match the pay of Walmart. And I saw that article in your hospital. Like, well, what does that say about capitalism? I thought we privatized healthcare to pay people more and to get better care. And you telling me you can't pay more than Walmart? All right. Yeah, it seems like, we're headed towards a societal collapse at a fucking accelerated rate. People, like I said, everybody who's not vaccinated or who is vaccinated is getting Omicron. I'm just, the algorithm's like, what did he say? Vaccine? Yeah. It's all falling apart. The hospitals are apparently collapsing. I don't know. That's what you read on the internet. I don't know if it's true or not. And then people want a civil war. I've been seeing that lately. Like, I guess these generals predict a coup within, they're just stoking the flames of a civil war. It's fucking insane. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. And then, what have I been seeing on Reddit? The main thing I've been seeing on Reddit is hey, if you have kids, you're a piece of shit. We should as a species kill ourselves. I've been seeing a lot of that lately. Still those threads. And then a ton of astroturfing for that stupid fucking Leonardo DiCaprio movie. What's it called? About the comet. God damn it, I watched it. Don't Look Up. Don't Look Up. Everyone's like, oh, if you don't like Don't Look Up, you're the people in the movie that the movie's making fun of. And it's just like, no, the movie just sucks. Like, that's just an objectively poor movie. I watched it. It's not very funny. It's a bunch of celebrities and rich people. It's really, really heavy-handed jokes. There's like a 30-minute love interest with like a sophomore in high school and a sophomore in college. Very strange. The movie just sucked, but you go on Reddit and it's just fucking article and submission statement and fucking comment thread and just people pontificating about the depth of this movie. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, are we serious right now? It wasn't good satire. It wasn't very funny. And so the last thing you want to be told is you're not funny when you're making a funny movie. So now it's being sold as this was a disaster movie and it's supposed to wake people up, and people that don't like it, like I said, are obviously the people who didn't get it. And it's like, why are you gaslighting people? Like, why are you saying if you don't this, you're this? It's like, no, this movie just is shit. And also climate change is, it's just, God, the movie fucking sucked, and it pissed me off how fucking, and I know going on Reddit, I've been going on there a long time, and I know now what it is. I know what the internet is. It's just a big marketing tool / surveillance tool. They either want to sell me or put me in a prison. They either want to sell something to me if I'm free or lock me in a cage. So that's all Reddit is now, just this massive advertisement, but it's just so fucking annoying. Watching this shit or going on there and just these huge threads with thousands of upvotes and every comment with 1,000 upvotes. And it's just like all defending Adam McKay and Leonardo DiCaprio. And like, you didn't understand the subtleties and it's just like, no, I have millionaires preaching to me about climate change when they all flew in private jets. What are they soapboxing for when they have a far bigger carbon footprint than the next 100 poor people? Like, what? I don't want to. It was like watching a 3-hour long Imagine video with all the celebrities. Like, you remember when they did that cringy ass shit when we were all in quarantine? It was like watching that and then a segment of like, we're all together, we're in this together, when they're all in their mansions and shit. When they're all like in their estates and on their private jets, they're like, we're in this together. We're all quarantined together. Like, it was just a 3-hour long that. Like, Jennifer Lawrence is like with those ugly bangs. It's like, girl, we've all seen your butthole. Will you stop with this ugly hair? Like, fuck. What is this? What the fuck are we doing here? Like, just not a good movie. Like, she's sitting here slapping you in the face with that one bit, and it's just like, dude, like, I'm supposed to be the only thing that was even interesting or funny or worth anything or is worth watching for just for this scene. It's like, just for one character, it's that the like CEO of whatever it is. It's called like Bing or I don't know, something. There's like a Bill Gates, Steve Jobs character. That definitely controls the government, and which, like, I get that, like what you're saying there. It's like, oh, corporations, or the government's beholden to corporations. Like, okay, cool, that was really hammy and strong-handed, and I get that's how you have to be. Like, most Americans can't read, so I get how hammy you have to be to make your points across. But I mean, he was funny. Like, they wrote him funny, he acted funny. Like, it was stink, and then I don't know, like. Yeah, it's just not, it was about 35 minutes too long. Dude, it does say right error on my screen right here. What does right error mean? Is that not recording this? Is my voice not being heard right now? Hello? Dude, I'm gonna have to fucking look, what timestamp is this? 9 minutes and 30 seconds. It just says right error. What do you mean, right error? Right, bitch. Record. What are you talking about? Aren't you, like, made to do one thing? It still says it. So should I even keep talking? Alright, I'm gonna have to stop and see if this is even fucking recording. This is so stupid. Whatever, it records, it doesn't. This isn't professional, folks. I'm just some fucking fat dude. That is some dude with a job who records this shit before his wife gets home when he gets off work. So occasionally a couple seconds of what I say just disappears, apparently. I went and looked, and it looks like 20 seconds is missing. I don't know where. Anyways, what was I talking about before I started talking about my technical difficulties here? I got my microphone strung through the handle of my water bottle. I don't know if you could hear that ice, baby. What was I talking about? Don't look up. That movie should just be called Don't Watch Me. Don't waste your time. Oh my God. Yeah, unless you want to watch, a bunch of celebrities have a bunch of cameos and jerk each other off. Like, if that's your thing, then you'll love it. I personally am not into that shit. I don't really care what these people have to say about anything. Either help or don't, because go fuck yourself. You use your platform, don't use your platform to make me feel like shit. It's kind of like, what did I see? I saw an article this morning. It said, there, let's do that news article. Here we go. I saw it this morning. I posted it on my Instagram just because I couldn't believe it. I was just like, dude, are you fucking serious? Report Lufthansa, their airline group, confirms at airports and their time slots. So these companies have run 18,000 dry flights with no one on them for no reason, wasting that much fuel just to keep those time slots for when people actually do come and purchase tickets. Yeah, these are the same people that'll tell you at COP26 or whatever. See, right there again, whatever. I'm just going to move through it. These are the same people that'll tell you you're a piece of shit for not driving a Tesla. It's just insane, man. They're gonna limit our travel. They're gonna limit poor people's travel. They're gonna limit the movement and the consumption of poor people. They're gonna, come up with a system for us to not do anything. But meanwhile, corporations are doing things like 18,000 fucking dry flights. That's just ridiculous. That's a drop in the bucket. That's like a giant nothing burger. That's like that ain't gonna penetrate the mind of most Americans. Americans are just kind of like, their baseline is like, I've been saying it all week to my wife, is like, what's that song? It's like the cold beer on a Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio up. That's pretty much the level, the depth of thought you're gonna get. That's the fucking. That's the level that's just the level of intellect you're going to get out of the average American. That's just the level of care you're going to get about any situation, about even their own water from their own faucet being fucking poison. You're going to get just about, let's find the lyric video. You're going to get care, not even a surface level. Hold on. He said something before that. The song's called Chicken Fried. Cold beer on a Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, and a radio. That's the people can't get anything. Like you start talking about COVID levels and just like, hey man, did you see this shit? You see fucking the hospitals overrun? Do you see that what they're doing at Red Hill, man? Like at Pearl Harbor, like these people, their water's catching fire out of the faucet and they got rashes in their throats and shit. And you just, you start talking about, hey man, you got this video, and then you just hear, they just turn that shit up. They don't give a fuck. Fuck. So my point with that was, I don't really, the same people like Lufthansa is going to try and make me feel like shit if I try and upgrade from a 04 Honda Civic to an 05 Excursion when I try and get my wife pregnant, which apparently makes me a fucking retarded piece of shit according to Reddit. Like this nihilist suicide cult, these people that just think you should just fucking walk off a fucking cliff. But then they won't. They don't have the balls to do that themselves. But they think if you have a kid, you're a stupid piece of shit. Like they genuinely think the world's going to catch fire tomorrow. And like, don't get me wrong, it's not pretty. It's not looking good. The future ain't looking bright. No predictions look. They all look bleak. Weeks ago, it was like we're not dead yet. I've been terrified of my government since early 2000s, since the Patriot Act, since NDAA, since all of it. All these things have been freaking me the fuck out, and it's been what? How long? It's 2022, so I've been worried about this for 20 years now? Since I was a freshman in high school? It's just, I mean, as terrifying as it is, it's still not that bad. Like, so it's a slow burn, I think. But yeah, apparently I should just kill myself. But I just don't want rich people getting on their soapbox. These people that don't give a fuck, that consume far more than I ever will. Just in one plane, high school seniors, Leonardo DiCaprio in that one plane ride consumes more than I will in 5 fucking years. Does more damage to the environment than I will in years. So I'm good. That's what that movie was. It was preachy. It was bullshitty, and I was not into that aspect of it. It was, like I said, it was too heavy-handed, and it's just coming from those people. I'm down for documentaries about literally polar bears dying. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? People should be watching that. And I get that, you don't understand, man, this is how they have to break through. This is how the message has to be received. It's through jokes. And it's like, no, all it does is hurt in the long run, I think. All it does is hurt your point. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. It just didn't make the movie and just shut up. What it is. It wasn't going to change the world. We don't have to pretend that. So let's just make the movie, and then that'll be that. There doesn't have to be, there doesn't have to be this, it doesn't have to be a cataclysmic, oh my God, like this movie affected the world. Like, what? What? Nothing, what are you talking about? Nothing ever made has ever just made everyone just go, whoa. Like, it's just not, it ain't gonna happen. These people set the goal way too high. And I think they only moved that goalpost when it wasn't funny. Once it wasn't funny, they're like, oh, no. It was supposed to be a wake-up call, man. And it's just like, you're not woke. You don't get it. Like, no, it's just not good. It's not good in any view. I was almost on the edge of my seat. I wanted to like it. I like Leonardo DiCaprio. I like Jonah Hill. For the most part, I like Adam McKay. He's done a lot of good things. I'm a big fan of Step Brothers. And I know that they put Danny McBride on, who's done a lot of good things. They put Jody Hill on, who's done a lot of good things. So like I said, I wanted to like it, but it just wasn't. Sorry. It's not something I'd ever watch again. Ever. For any reason. Like, it's not like Step Brothers you put on and then you see it and you go, ha, like when they're, licking the dog shit, or, when she's pulling the throw pillows out of the oven, like, things make you laugh, or when Derek sings in the car. Like, there's scenes in that movie that are redeemable. Express, and he goes, I thought hurricane season was over. Like, there's little parts of that movie that are funny, that hold up. And there was nothing in that movie that I'm like, oh man, wait till this part. Like, I'm not going to quote it. it's not like Sunny, where me and my wife walk around quoting that all the time. Like, all the time. Me and my wife and, a couple of my friends, like, I put that show on in the background. Like, people put on music, I put on Sunny. But that show is fucking hilarious to me. That show is objectively hilarious. Like, the new season was great. Oh no, see, that's happened since the last time I recorded. These motherfuckers put out 2 episodes a week, and in like 3 weeks it was gone and done. They only did like 8 episodes, so 4 weeks. And it was a great season. I really liked it. Overexcited with the political shit in the first episode, but it was, you rewatch it and it's redeemable. Like I said, there's definitely funny things in it, like the country band they try and start and shit like that. Spoilers, but other than an episode or 2, this was a great season. Like Frank and the Epstein shit, that's hilarious. when he talks about Bill Gates fucking a manatee. That is so fucking funny. Like, I watch that all day. Nothing fucking funny about fucking don't watch this. Or fuck it was called. Like, oh man. How did I get on that chicken fried song? I just looked at my phone and the lyric video is still there. What the fuck? How did I get on that shit? Oh yeah, the level of care in it. Yeah, that is, I mean, I think that's a good analogy. I think that's good. It's cold beer on a Friday night. Like, you get that level of care out of people. I'm like destroy. Hold on. You get that level of care out of people, or like they just turn that music up. Like, hey man, I don't want to hear that liberal bullshit. I don't care about it. That's what you want. The beer, cool man. Like, that's, you get that level of care. Or you get people that, you know, just use them. They talk about World War II a lot. They think they're intellectual or like really smart, and they talk about World War II all the time, but only in the sense of like how great America is. You know, they just use it to like intellectually jerk themselves off as an America, and just, you know, like, oh man, you know, the monsters that weren't state of America. Because they, you know, we've all completely been sold a bill of goods on World War II. You know, we beat the German war machine. We stopped the Holocaust. We liberated the Jews, not including the 3 million gypsies and disabled folks and gays and blacks. We don't include them. We only include the 6 million Jews. We don't include the 3 million everybody else. But so we saved them and saved the world and saved Europe, and that's why we're the shit, right? There's people that like look at, that are just fascinated with World War II and the Holocaust and just all of it, and just, you know, the sacrifice that, you know, the Pearl Harbor, and just like, you get that level of care, or you get chicken fried. That's just, I'm looking at my photo. I saw that video, but yeah, that's pretty much the level of, you'll get either completely wrong, America is the shit, and here's why, which completely factless and baseless, because we're a vapid nation. Like, everybody points to Germany and the Holocaust and like, hey man, we could be speaking German. I've been told that my whole fucking life, dude. Just like I've been told to go to the military by some of the dumbest fucking people, the same people, some of the dumbest people to have ever lived. Like, these people, you could be speaking German right now if it wasn't for your great grandfather. Both of them. And it's like, I don't think I'd be speaking German, dude. We're kind of in an impenetrable island. It's not really, you're not going to, you know, it's like that Lincoln quote, you know, no great African nation or army, or even just a combined army, isn't ever going to penetrate us and drink from the Ohio River. Like, I'm sure, you know, he says it in an eloquent way. I could look it up right now, but should I look it up? Am I butchering Lincoln right now? I am. Let me see. Lincoln. Okay, Lincoln suicide quote. There it is. Okay. Shall we expect some transatlantic military giant to step the ocean and crush us at a blow? Never. All the armies of Europe, Asia, and Africa combined, with all the treasure of the earth, our own excepted, in their military chests with a Bonaparte for a commander, could not by force take a drink from the Ohio or make a track on the blue. Point then is the approach of danger to be expected. I answer, if it is ever to reach us, it must spring from amongst us. It cannot come from abroad. If destruction be our lot, we must ourselves be its author and finisher. As a nation of free men, we must live through all time or die by suicide. That's Lincoln saying, we're going to kill each other. Oh my God. He says it far more eloquently than I did. Woohoo! Sorry. Yeah, we just lie to ourselves. We just lie to ourselves here. Everybody else is evil but us. Everybody's evil but us, man. We're gonna say that, and we're gonna say that as we're shooting, as we're stabbing each other. It should have been better than this, man. We're better than this. Stab. This is not. Yeah, we're a cultureless shithole. Cold beer on a Friday night. You can be speaking German, boy. Nobody gonna come here. That's just insane. Everybody's just like, could have been, just be happy, we're not a country that commits Holocaust. And it's like, wait, what? How many? The Holocaust isn't. I know that Americans think it's one. There's only one of them. But starting with the Native Americans, millions and millions and millions of women and children, men, elderly, butchered, literally butchered like cattle. Butchered like cattle. They made saddles out of Native American skin. So we start there with already we're over the Holocaust, gypsies included. Oh, we're already doubled it. We've already doubled Germany's Holocaust. All out of the gate. And then you got to add slavery, triples it. At least triples it. At least matches. Like, I think when the Civil War kicked off, it was like, 10 million, less. I know it was less than 10, but let's round up. I know it was less than 10. It was 9 something. 10 million Americans in the Confederacy. Half of them, just under half, like 44 or 45% were slaves. So that puts it at least in the South 4.5 million. 4 million. Let's be nice. Let's chill and say 4 million. So at least 4 million. So yeah, that at least triples the Holocaust. At least 9 million slaves died. At least were sold and killed. That's being so generous. At least if that many were living in just the South when the Civil War kicked off. Okay. So America already has, before 1900, we have 3 Holocausts under our belt. Okay. And then you got, let's just skip World War I. Saki. Complete genocidal war crime. No question about it. There's no other way to look at this. There's no other way history will look at this. So you got 4. Like, maybe not in body count in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but in just true sheer terror and the sheer will to exterminate human life in an instant. I don't know how many people died. 500,000 people. I don't even know, but it was a fuck ton. These were populated cities. These weren't military bases. So Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that puts us at least 4 Holocausts in. Then you got Iraq, the first one, just the highway of death. Hundreds of thousands of people laid dead. Okay, laid to waste between wars. And then in the second one, you have at least 1 million Iraqis dead. Some estimates put it at 1.3, 1.4. You go on Reddit and they'll say it's 400,000. Like, okay, dickhead. So at least 1 million Iraqis dead. So already we're at 6 Holocausts. But yeah, sure. We could be speaking German. And that's what we're all sold. So that's the level of depth we get here in America. It's either, cold beer on a Friday night, or you could be speaking German. Oh man, what else has been going on in the world? NFTs. You want an NFT? I don't know, man. I hate this NFT shit. They're fucking everywhere. NFTs to me are like those stupid coins they used to sell on QVC, or it'd be like, hey man, there's something I need to talk to y'all right now. I got these 9,000 coins. These are a limited set. You got to understand. There's only one. These are one of 9,000. Only 9,000 will ever be in print. We destroyed the cast and threw it away. You don't understand. These are solid silver plated and 14 karat gold emblazoned. You see this here with this beautiful American flag on the front with an eagle in its clutches. So that's what NFTs are. And then on the other side, we got a beautiful bust here of Joe Biden. Okay, this is just beautiful work done here by a craftsman and an artistry. You could see the detail we've put in, and zoom in here and see this. See these impeccable artisanal work. So that's what NFTs are for Zoomers to me. They're those coins that they try to sell my grandpa. My grandparents had these plates, these John Wayne fucking plates, these fucking John Wayne and Lucille Ball and Elvis and just these old plates. You know, they got the 62 Yankees and just these old fucking plates. And they were sold. Those are just their NFTs. Those are grandma and grandpa's NFTs. Just they're sold to them by some fat, over-enthusiastic stepdad, and they're just like, this handmade right here in the USA. This, obviously, you see right here engraved, number 1872 of 3,000. Only 3,000 of these in print. You're going to want to get your hands on these right away. These are not going to... Oop, you see another one just sold. He's just coming up. Like... I have a Barry Bonds NFT. It's a bat it says one of number like 42 of 3,000 or some shit. And I know it has no value other than, like the value that I believe it has. Like I can sell it because I'm like, hey man, I think this is worth $150. I traded it like an idiot for Bruce Bochy and Brian Sabian ball. But I have a Barry Bonds NFT. It's a full-size bat. But the thing about my NFT, it actually has value because I can beat you over the head with it. Or I could kill myself with it. Because it's a bat. So there actually is value to my NFT. But I know it doesn't have any real value other than a bat with his name and face and the number of home runs he hit. Like... The only value that bat has is null and void. It's not, it's just so stupid. This NFT shit is so stupid. No one is going to place any value on this in the future, and you're going to be left holding the bag, and someone walked away and you washed their money for them. But it is what it is. So that was my 2 cents on NFTs. I think I'm running out of space here in my memory card, so I'm going to cut this one short. I had a lot more things to say. It's been a few weeks, but I'll record another one probably tomorrow and release that too. You get 2 this week. Myself, no one's listening. Maybe my brother. What up? What up, dog? Yeah, next week we'll talk about Coloradans. I love Coloradans. It's kind of like the suicide hotline. Just to help people out, I want to give back. So we'll talk about that next week. But yeah, man, like, subscribe, share, fucking tell your friends about this show, bitch. Follow me on Twitter. Tell everybody you know. Don't buy NFTs. They're dumb. It's a stupid hobby. It's a hobby for losers. I got a bat I could sell you. It's a better NFT than the picture of that banana or whatever you're going to buy. All right, have a good night. I love you.